The immigration fiscal year is coming to an end. In this video, I'm going to give you an adjustment of status update for employment-based cases and some family-based cases as well. If you're adjusting your status inside the United States, employment-based or family-based cases, this video is for you, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello everybody, and welcome back to our Immigration channel. This is a place where you get most up-to-date immigration news, immigration information, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states and all over the world. And in this video, we're going to talk about the most recent updates for September 2022, moving to October 2022, the beginning of the new fiscal year, everything related to adjustment of status cases, employment and family-based. There's quite a few updates that I want to go over. Specifically, people that are filing for adjustment of status, a lot of issues with expired medical exams, what to do with the COVID vaccine right now, what to do in situations where your case is transferred to another field office. What does it mean? We're going to go over that as well. And other updates that may be very interesting for you if you're going through the adjustment of status process at the moment. But before we do that, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, subscribe to our channel, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. Also, before we start this video, something really important to mention to you. There's a lot of scams going on right now in our comments and comments of other attorneys. If you go in our comments, there's always somebody pretending to be me. They're using our profile picture, but what they don't have is our account is verified. And one more thing, the best way to find out if it's a scam is if they're using a different phone number than the one that appears on the screen. The only number that you need if you want to contact my office is 619-483-4549. Any other number is a scam. This number that I just mentioned to you is also a WhatsApp number. You can WhatsApp this number, but this is the only number you should be using. Any other number is a scam. So watch out for the verified account, which is our account. But if you have any doubts, this number is always on the screen, 619-483-4549. Any other number is a scam. I need to do this part of the video before we start because so many people are complaining that there are fake numbers out there, and I want to put a stop to that. So if you're watching this video and you want to contact me, the only number is right here. Don't fall into any of these scams. All right, let's jump into the video. So let's start with the most recent update from USCIS. If your underlying petition is approved, let's say your I-140 or your I-130, and your priority date is current, but your previously filed I-485 doesn't have a current medical exam, form I-693, and this is a very important, specifically if you get a notice from USCIS, for example, saying that your case is being transferred to another service center, that means that they are working to finalizing your case. So make sure as soon as you get any notification from USCIS while your 45 is pending to update your medical exam as soon as you can. Another important notice from USCIS is that when you actually do that new medical exam, don't just mail it to USCIS. Don't mail it unless requested with an RFE or some other request. Keep that medical exam for the time when you have your interview or when they ask for it. And the reason they're saying that because some people were filing those medical exams without being asked just because they thought that they expired, and those typically get lost. So get those exams ready as soon as you get notification your case is being transferred or that you know that it's being adjudicated, but don't mail it to USCIS. Just wait for them to ask for it or bring it to your scheduled interview. Another question that was raised by applicants to USCIS is whether if you file a second adjustment of status application, is that going to make your case go faster? Quite a few applicants, especially on the employment-based side, have adjustment of status pending for a long time. And there was a rumor that if you file a second adjustment of status, it could speed things up. Well, USCIS confirmed that it's not the case. This practice will only overburden the system, and it's not going to lead to any beneficial requests. The only time you need to file a second adjustment of status is in cases where you are downgrading or changing an application from one category to the other, and there's a special procedure to do that. But do not just file an adjustment of status just because you think it's going to make things go faster or they're going to notice you. And this video that I'm doing right now, it's a follow-up video to another video that I've done before that is also an update about adjustment of status processes and things like that. Well, what I'm telling you right now is the most recent data that I have from USCIS, and that's why I'm making this video. So remember, do not file duplicate I-485s. It can only slow down your case. Another question that was asked from USCIS is, why does the USCIS website processing times show such lengthy times for the Texas Service Center and the Nebraska Service Center? If you have cases pending at the Texas Service Center and Nebraska Service Center, you've noticed 45 processing times is very, very lengthy, sometimes unreasonable. And the answer from USCIS was the following. They're saying that the reason you see that is because they've been shifting cases from different service centers and from service centers to actual local offices for adjudication and interviews. As a result, there's a small number of cases still remaining at the Texas Service Center or Nebraska Service Center, and those are the cases that are still pending because they have potential issues. We'll be going through some background checks, and those cases are reflecting the lengthy processing times. It doesn't mean that all adjustment of status applications are taking that long. If you notice, quite a few of you may have received already your adjustment of status interview notices. Quite a few have already received your green cards without interview, and many of you are being scheduled at the moment. So don't worry, these lengthy processing times are not a reflection of majority of the cases. This is a small minority of cases that are currently still pending at those service centers, and those are the ones that are being counted on the online system. So don't worry, things are definitely going faster. They are shifting cases to local district offices, and things are definitely moving faster. We see it at our office, and I have other colleagues reporting me the same. So don't worry, but that is the answer as to why Texas and Nebraska are showing such lengthy processing times. It's just kind of like an illusion. In practice, things are much better. Another important question that was addressed to USCIS is the following. If you remember a few months ago, USCIS were encouraging applicants to file more applications in the EB1A category and EB2 national interest waiver. They actually said that they want more people to file in those categories because they had enough visa numbers available, so they wanted to create a balance. And the result is that it worked. More applicants were filing in EB1A and EB2 national interest waiver self-petitions and getting those cases approved. As a result, the burden from other visa categories has shifted, and it definitely helped reduce the backlog. The benefit to applicants is that more and more EB1 cases were getting approved, more and more EB2 national interest waiver cases were approved, and to this day, we encourage our applicants who qualify to apply for under EB1A or EB2 and national interest waiver to still do that, because USCIS encourages more applicants to file. If you qualify, they'll give you a fair chance and approve your case. So this still stands today. If you meet those requirements, by all means, try to file, because you have a better chance to get your case approved. Another question that was asked from USCIS is, why does applicants must request a transfer of their underlying qualification for the I-485? For example, if an applicant is an EB3, they want to upgrade to EB2 or downgrade from EB2 to EB3, why doesn't that happen automatically? And USCIS says that first of all, they have the discretion to decide whether somebody should qualify for this transfer. And if they do, it's not up to USCIS to make the decision whether somebody actually wants to transfer from one category to the other. It's up to the applicant to make that decision. That's why. So even if somebody qualifies to make that leap, for example, if you are currently in EB3, you qualify to upgrade to EB2 because your visa numbers are current in that category, it doesn't happen automatically. You have to make that request. USCIS is not going to assume that you qualify or that you want to make that leap. Another question which is really important is this, and this question was asked from USCIS at the same forum, is when USCIS adjudicates an adjustment of status application for a principal. So for example, let's say you are the principal in EB2, then do they try to adjudicate the family members, the beneficiaries, also at the same time? You know, in visa applications, let's say you file an O1 or an H1B, it doesn't always happen like that. So you may get that approval for your case, but your family members may not be adjudicated at the same time. Well, USCIS response to this question was this. They do try to adjudicate applicants' family members and principals at the same time as many times as they can. So if you get approved for your 45, most likely your family members will be approved at the same time or maybe a few weeks later. They do make a lot of efforts because they don't want to separate family members. One family member is getting a green card and then the other family members have to wait for months in a limbo. Yes, they are making efforts to adjudicate principal applicants and family members at the same time. It's not always happening, but they are making an effort to make sure that this is going to be the case in most applications. Hopefully this update was beneficial for you. Once again, this applies both to family and employment-based cases. As soon as we have more updates from USCIS, I promise to make more videos right here. If you need my help with any of your immigration matters, you text me right here, 619-483-4549. This is also a WhatsApp number. This is also the only number that you can text. If you see any comments with my picture pretending to be our law office with a different number than this number, do not respond. This is the only number that we have. It's for your protection. It goes straight to our office, and we want to make sure that you don't get scammed. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.